Hey there, Capricorn community. Soul Tigress here with a story for this wonderful community. Now, as always, I'm not sure what's going to come out, but it's a lot going on for this community. So what I'm already picking up are like things are quiet, but in a sense, it's not the good quiet. It's like whispers are happening around. Someone doesn't want to hear what what they're saying about Capricorn, or has Capricorn been whispering some stuff about avoiding certain ears? And with this, I had finding your voice. There is a secret strength within this Capricorn that has not been tapped into yet. Crying. Something that they are unable to do. And then moving limbs. What I have is there's some kind of like stagnancy in the limbs. Maybe it could be like, arthritis. Weather is changing, so the arthritis could be starting to act up. So making sure you're taking care of yourself, you're keeping up to your morning routine, the routine that helps you move. It is a busy time of the year with the new moon in Virgo. It's all about this harvest season and lots of fast energy, having to do a lot of stuff before the fall and the winter are really here. We can't do much towards that end of the fall because it's getting too cold. Anywho, so taking care of yourself, drinking water. And then with the moving of limbs, I definitely started getting some pain in like this area. So this was, at first I translated, could be stomach pain, gallbladder, or maybe even to do with lymphatic, because there's a big duct right in here too. Making sure to stay up on good meals for yourself. Don't go off and eating stuff you're not supposed to be, because it's really convenient at the moment, and then you're messing up your health trying to take care of stuff. It's just going to make things harder for you. So really take that time to take care of yourself. And then there's some reference towards the head. I'm not feeling headaches. I'm not sure what this is. It could be in the thoughts. Something's in the thoughts up there. When I start looking at it, I see a lot of air. I'm seeing clouds. Something that Capricorn could be clouded on right now. And then, let's see, breathing exercises. Breathing exercises to come back down, Capricorns, because if you're stuck in the air, remember, your earth sign, being grounded in yourself is where you will have security. So breathing exercises, again, will help bring you down, help ground you out. Specifically, I like box breathing exercises because it really makes a person have to focus on the breathing exercise instead of trying to breathe and fight your thoughts. And then, let's see, here we go, surrounded. And it looks like I jumped the gun with the stomach pain, but circling back to the stomach pain, gallbladder, and maybe something with the lymphatic definitely helps clean stuff up for us. It also could be something that we're seeing more of if we're having some swelling. And with that, there was an arrow that I had pointed, alcohol consumption of something that's not good for us. Again, that could be triggering this. And is it because we're feeling a little dreary? We're feeling tired. But all of this stuff for Capricorn is going to feed into feeling more tired, more worn out. And then last thing I have is just, tired, dark, low frequency. And when I say dark, I don't mean like in a negative aspect. I mean, if you were to tailor each color of the rainbow, and even colors we don't associate with the rainbow, with the frequency, the Capricorn is really, really low, 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 low. And what I get is just a beat that's kind of like, they're having a hard time finding the motivation. And these whispers, if I take it back to some of the previous stories, Capricorn has really been up in the community trying to figure out who's a friend and who's a foe. So when I was kind of just reflecting on the vibe, some said, let's bring out the tea and see what's going on in that community as well. See if there's something that's feeding into this low vibe that Capricorn is feeling. So let's go ahead and start off with the introduction. Thank you for your patience with that whole little what's the vibe. Now don't forget, angels, ancestors, divine and universal energy have been called in and are called in every time for you Capricorns because they're always there. They're at hand. Don't feel like you're the only one climbing those mountains that nobody else wants to climb kind of thing. You know how you Capricorns go, always utilizing that goat part, but you forget that you have the fish tail. So what is it that needs to come out? Something that Capricorn doesn't see, and they're kind of flipped on it. It's a boss daddy. So they're flipped on somebody having somebody or partnering up with somebody who's a boss. Stable, rich, business owner, CEO, got that really big, good, yummy, yummy type of energy. Maybe they're not seeing how they could be that energy. Because everybody wants to be that yummy, yummy type of energy, if you know what I mean. That one that brings it in. So what else needs to come out? So we got some tactics here. Now somebody's either doing some tactics to you that are underhanded, or is Capricorn trying to do some things that are underhanded to get to that boss daddy kind of position. And what came out next was hustling. That's what I feel like. The Capricorn is not on their hustle. They is not on their hustle. Maybe they're not seeing a way to create a hustle. How to step up and become that boss again. Clout hungry. Says anything, does anything, makes stuff up, and they're drama. Alright, so we got it. This is clear. Alright, so in the community, we got somebody who's trying to come in like they is a hustler, like they is a boss daddy, like they is all that in a bag of chips, and they just an empty bag of chips, if that. If anything, they're doing something online. What are they doing online? Crying over you. Sad, hurt, upset, etc. Oh, so you hurt this person's feelings. So now they're talking stuff, smack, doing stuff. I feel like it's online. I feel like it's online. They upset because you called them out on some kind of offer that wasn't that good. Maybe it was some that this Capricorn had to keep offering them to keep them around. What is it that I have to keep doing just to keep you here or to keep in this situation? You do have that with work stuff where they want you to do the most and then they want to make you feel disposable at the same time. They come in trying to look good, but their hustle isn't there. Their hustle is you. What needs to come out for the present? What is it? Something we're not seeing. You got this 9 of Cups. We're not seeing how a lot of times this offer could be an offer that's repeating. Could be a cycle that we're dealing with. It's an offer that starts out saying that, hey, it's everything that you've ever wanted. Everything that you could sit with and be happy. Be at peace. Emotionally. Alright, so let's get a clarification card. What is the clarification card for the 9 of Cups? Something else we're not seeing. Oh no. We got a 5 of Swords in reverse. Now this 5 of Swords is saying somebody doesn't want to get up and go. They're not seeing how this offer is really not what this person is saying. This person sits here and what they do is, what's that called? Like, you get upset, you try to put a boundary, you try to do something like that, and then this person's like, oh no, hell no. And they go and they're love bombing you. This boss is like trying to stroke your ego so you don't quit on them because maybe you handle more than one position. Let's go ahead and clarify what this says with the 5 of Swords. The outcome to your problems is uncertain. It may not make you happy. The card represents a loss of nerve. Let's see. Loss of nerve, indecision, weakness, inability to adapt to change, and a retreat into stereotypical thinking. Others take advantage of you. Putting work above your own needs will hurt you in the long run. I say that extra slow because the new moon in Virgo asks us to take care of ourselves, to really dictate if running off and trying to do everything and running ourselves ragged is going to take more from us than, say, stepping back and letting somebody handle it. There's more than one person here if you look at this. Could be more than one person who's taking advantage of this Virgo, always trying to come up with this sideways offer again because this person doesn't want to hustle. But then they want to go, where, when you sit here and you try and do something. And then they sit here and want to talk crud if you really try and stick to a boundary. I don't like this person already. I don't like this situation. I don't like it. You know what? I'll tell you straight up. I don't like to be friends with everybody on social media. It's nothing personal, but I really don't care for coworkers, bosses like that I'm currently working with to be on my social media, because I don't think a person needs to have all ties to my life. It's nothing against them. Very few bosses I'll do this with. Or managers, but I am okay with not having my coworkers all up in my stuff, because then they know more of my business than what a lot of the times I want them to know. Again, you don't have to put everything out there. You don't always have to let everybody know what you're doing, because that's when people start doing things to try and mess with you. And maybe it could go in the other route where Capricorn is the one who's posting stuff up, trying to get this boss daddy to see them, trying to get this boss daddy to come hustle their way for this Capricorn's love, make some kind of offer, and can't they see that Capricorn got it all? It can go that way too. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into this present. Some we're not seeing still. It has to do with being able to match up with somebody. Eye to eye. Maybe somebody being open to letting this Capricorn be or even have what they really want. It's definitely something that they want, to be eye to eye with them. Fair, open, loving. But this clout-hungry individual keeps Capricorn not grounded, up in those thoughts, always kind of stuck, can't move, because they're making you second guess yourself. What this could be is somebody knows that they could ignore somebody, and that this other person is going to put it all on themselves, when it's actually this other one who's acting a fool. I feel like this fool likes to create messes. This fool could be one who is very selfish. always on the lookout for themselves. Sharp tongue, knows how to use it too, to get somebody feeling unbalanced, not knowing which way to go. And that's because this mofo doesn't even want to go in your direction, to be honest. They got their own plans. They got their own visions. They just here for the moment, I feel like, because this King of Swords is going to race off. And again, it's always leaving this Capricorn stuck. We got that Justice card here, which the Justice card for this one is 8. It says Justice, but this is actually the Strength. They don't... What this does is it plays at you, this Capricorn, making any other moves to go any other which way. Any other which way besides being able to move forward. Always being in conflict. It could be in conflict in this community. It could be always in conflict with themselves. It could definitely be with themselves. Different sides to themselves. You know, it's almost like what I got is, it is like, they used to call it a dancing chicken. Don't be somebody's dancing chicken. And for anybody who doesn't know what that dancing chicken term comes from, I'm going to tell you. It's not the best, especially in this day and age where we all kind of get offended really quickly. So sorry if this offends anybody, but this is what it is. So what it is you would go to see a dancing chicken show, I guess, back in the day. And what they say is you don't want to be somebody's dancing chicken because this chicken is stuck on a hot surface, which is the reason why they look like they're dancing. The person who owns them is kind of like manipulating the situation so the chicken will dance for them. That's why they say you don't want to be somebody's dancing chicken. I feel like this person really turns up the heat right here and how you feel with your passions and the different ways that you got to come in. You feel like you have to come in. So when this person's doing that clout hungry, acting like they what is that? The sad boy, sad girl kind of thing. It puts you at odds end. Well, maybe it's because I'm this, or maybe it's because I'm that, or maybe it's because I don't have this, maybe because my hair is not like that. These are all examples. And that's what's happening here is for some, and again, this king right here, this person, the situation that involves this workplace is not too concerned. They is not too concerned about how you got to be their dancing chicken. What else would like to come out? Ooh, okay. For the present. Capricorn, you can pick up and go, but at the same time, you're kind of happy being their dancing chicken. It feels like it's giving you something to do. It feels like, in a sense, that you're completing your picture. You're completing what you're trying to build. You know, I'm going to take this, I'm going to be able to move it, and I can do this, I can do that with it. This is those different sides. And again, you're so focused on this other. This other just has your focus. And for some reason, it could feel like if this other thing that it has to work out. It just has to work out because this is as far as I can go. This is the way my journey is going to be. This is the only crop that I can harvest. This is the only type of relationships that are going to come my way. Ooh, that's a hard one. That is a hard one. All right, let's get a few more cards for the present. What else needs to come out? I got an ancestor who's upset with that, and they're saying, no, that's not the way it has to be, though. Your ancestors and yourself have been upset together. If you've been sitting there and you're off to yourself and you're crying at something and you feel like there's something there that reminds you of an ancestor, they're right there. So this Ace of Pentacles, this is what this is saying, because we have this Queen come out who's a great match for this King. All right, but we got this King in a side position, and the King's actually flipped on my table like this. This King is not paying attention. Whatever this situation is not evolved, they've only evolved to a certain point that it looks good. It looks good, and they could be the potential that this Capricorn has always dreamt about. That's what this is saying. I can match them. I can be in this upright. I can handle stuff. I'll get up if I need to. Look at what I got right here. It's just as big, if not even bigger. I can hold down this kingdom. I can hold it all down. Because I have it. I have this ultimate thing that I've grown. And my love to give is this ultimate thing. If this person could accept my love, then there goes that potential. And guess what? We just might be a good match going in that same direction. But again, I got to be their dancing chicken to show them what I got. And if this is in a negative direction, this is you overspending on them. Overspending what you have on them. Overexerting yourself on them. And again, this person, the situation is not paying attention. So let's go ahead and dive into the block. What is it that keeps Capricorn dealing with this? Let me tie up my hair. Give me a second. Let me just tie it up a little bit. I'm not going to lie, I've kind of been fighting with it a little. So just like I tie up my hair, go ahead. What can we tie up? What can we, cut out that's going to make it more easier for this Capricorn to maneuver and see what's going on here? Maybe bring it to light. What is it that will show Capricorn what this block really is? How to work with this block? All right, what needs to come out for the block, Divine? This lands on this Two of Cups, which plays at your strength. It's recognizing like a false person. A false person who is not giving. Who would be even slower than this one on the tortoise. Recognizing that. Seeing how they come in. It's almost like a, what is that? Mr. Hyde and Dr. Jekyll persona? If I got it backwards, excuse me. This person, these people that you deal with, they try and act like they come in good emotionally, but in them thoughts, the things that they're saying is very unkind. They're very unkind because they don't want this Capricorn to move forward from them. That's what it is. Deep down, the situation knows it's not a good match. I've had employers who know that I'm not happy there. It's like I know I've had relationships like that. Again, how can Capricorn find the way to get out of this? How can they rise up to get out of this lashing, this whipping that this situation keeps putting on them, taking down this Capricorn's true passions in life? It could be even taking their actual energy for life. That's what I'm feeling. This is what could be that dreary feeling, that tired feeling. I mean, if you have to get up and everything's a fight that you're trying to love, that's going to wear on an individual. It is going to wear on an individual. And here I have this King of Cups now. Lands on that Knight of Cups. Everything's landing on this Two of Cups in reverse. Then I have this Star. Look at how this King focuses just on themselves. Look at how this King has somebody left. in the background. I feel like this is what Capricorn is confused on. You know, just because you make a situation to where it's fulfilled, it's at its comfort, and you're left. Maybe somebody else too is left hurting. But as long as they're fulfilled and they're around, that's okay. That's not okay. I think this is what we're confused on. Everybody should be together on this. Everybody should be able to share in the fruits of your labor, Capricorn. Not just one person coming in. Because this person is literally what's taking that wish fulfillment. What you really want. To get out of being confined in these type of partnerships. I feel like you feel it. Definitely your ancestors, your spirit guides feel it. But why aren't you seeing it? Why aren't you seeing it? Maybe it has to do with the way things have been built for Capricorn since they were younger. I have the Sun card here in the reverse. Sun, the planet, represents the soul of self. The soul of self. Right here, dealing with these same individuals, more than one. And it's always been that type of harvest. It's always been in your kind of picture for a long time. Which could have dictated Capricorn's value. Because we still have this in upright. So this could be some wounded child working. This could be somebody who, instead of going and putting every single effort that they have, giving that 110% to try and prove to somebody who's not even trying to look their way, situation, whatever, that's taking advantage, it's given back to Capricorn self. And this is where that full moon in Pisces plays a role. Pisces is 12th house. Ending old cycle, prepare for new. Letting out that old so you can let in the new. If you want this new way of going with different individuals, then you have to let go of these non-hustlers. These little man syndrome type of energies. Who are doing some underhanded, under the table kind of stuff to make you feel some type of way, to keep offering you their non-hustling butt to sit up on your kingdom, even though they don't really want what you got because they're busy looking off somewhere else. I mean, this could stem a lot. This could be, and I'm not a professional. This is all for entertainment purposes. But the word I'm hearing, this could have to do with an abandonment issue. And I've mentioned this more than once. Capricorn does have the most distant relationship with mythology. And what I find seems to be a pattern with Capricorn is they have the most distant relationship, they feel like, is with the parents within the family type of thing. So this could be something else that's translating into their work environment or even in their personal relationships environment. Let's go ahead and pull a few more cards for the block. Anything else want to come out? You see how everything is flying to this Two of Cups here in reverse. Yeah, it's being able to pick up and go. Take who you know you are, this fiery, this explorer, becoming this explorer, and being able to take what's yours, how caring, how soft you can be, and go off into this new direction. The East, I would say East represents that sunrise. It's that new beginnings. Being able to feel that you really can take flight into this direction. But it means going in a different direction than you're already going in. All right. So let's go ahead and dive into the block, because I feel like we're having a repeat here. The theme is recognizing that the situation at hand can stem from a wounded child experience, and it could be something that's being repeated and repeated and repeated, especially in personal relationships or in work environments. So I feel like let's work out of this block with the conclusion and seeing what the divine and universal energies have to relay to help out with this. Let's take our time with the conclusion here. I feel like this is one of the most important parts of the story for the Capricorn today. So what is it, divine and universal energy? Hold on. That wants to come out. What is it? So right here, reason why Capricorn takes these offerings is they fear the void, being on their own. Could be feeling those subconscious thoughts, the thoughts that they don't want to linger in. Not facing or not seeing the actual universe. And I mean that in a sense because this person's turned off and they're turned away from it. I feel like Capricorn really feels like it's a whole lot darker than what it is. I used to live out in a space where there wasn't city lights. You'd be amazing how bright it can be at night without city lights. But I feel like this Capricorn, if I was to put in those terms, deems that they can only see when the city lights are there. So this Capricorn feels like they can avoid the void as long as they deal with this situation or whatever situations keep popping up. And we have boundaries here. This is something that I felt like Capricorn never really got to build, never got to feel safe in, and never even had others. Because if this goes back to a childhood or even a wounded child thing, then it would have been a time where Capricorn wasn't shown how to build those boundaries for themselves when it comes to dealing with people trying to come in and devalue Capricorn. It's a very innocent kind of energy I feel there. And then this one lands on your Ace of Pentacles. This lands on the Eight of Pentacles. And I feel like this taps into what I was talking about earlier, is that secret strength. You're not seeing that power. This power isn't on the flip from you. You're not at odds end with it. You're directly not seeing your personal power. That personal power, what is it? What is it? What is it? It's how you work. It's how dedicated you are. It's how that no matter what's the crop is, what the fruit is, even if it isn't as fruitful as others, you still grow it. You still try and take it to the fullest. And that's what you do in your relationships with people, with places, with situations that you care about, is you always try and take it to the fullest for them. But it's seeing that power. And again, I feel like it's bringing that power onto yourself, Capricorn. It really is. You don't have to be everyone else's savior to prove that you love them. You don't have to always be the one who's on the boat trying to patch up all the holes when somebody else is right there in front of you drilling the holes on purpose. Get out that boat. Could you imagine if you was in a boat with somebody else who wasn't self-sabotaging it? Who was like down to row with you, the destinations that you could get to? If you had bosses, partnerships that did that? You got to find somebody who's on this hustle, a situation that's on the hustle, because this one, they're not the hustler. If anything, it probably bothers them how you hustle. All right, so what else needs to come out to help Capricorn with the block? Peace. This lands on the void. This lands on the Queen here. I feel like this is supposed to be a positive affirmation I should share with you. Positive affirmations, they can be very simple. It doesn't have to be something that is very intricate. It's something that could be practiced daily. You know what? This brings up the personal prayer. Coming up with a personal prayer. I had run across information, and this is actually what I'm going to start coming up with for myself, because I never really heard of this. But a personal prayer can be so powerful, and you make it to fit you. It doesn't have to be one that's written in a book. So, for example, we'll do this positive affirmation. And I'm going to do it here, real time, right here, right now. So what we do is we begin with a deep breath. Hold and release. Then we say together, just for today, I will be at peace within myself. Take another deep breath. Hold. Release. Just for today, I will be at peace with myself. Take a deep breath. Hold. Release. Just for today, I will be at peace with myself. And when you're doubting how you build, how you do the most to come in for your kingdom, when this person is doing whatever over the internet trying to make you feel bad for being you, I want you to bring on those positive affirmations, just like that one. Repeating it 3 times with those 3 deep breaths, grounding yourself in it, making sure that you're taking care of yourself. Because that full moon in Pisces, again, it's about taking 2 perspectives, mother and child, new and old, masculine and feminine, 2 polarities of energy that work together. And it's being able to take those polarities that usually want to get away from each other or see at odds ends. It's bringing them together. What you have learned versus what you can learn, and being able to release what no longer suits you, so whatever new that you're seeing can come in, and it can help mold and shape your wisdom, your experiences, yourself in a way that you find more peace within yourself, so you can get out of whatever this is and get to something more like this. Oh, we're not done yet. There's still another card here. Let's keep going. Fruitation. I feel like, and here's this harvest moon right here, which is that full moon. We just talked about that. Right here. I believe this month's the harvest moon, it's called. The other name for it. I could be mistaken. Anywho, what is it that you can see in this shadow side, in this dark? Being with yourself and gazing up into your universe. Maybe you're going to see more shooting stars than you know. Maybe you'll end up finding yourself and how you're the biggest shooting star What is the fruit of this lesson? What is it that we can learn from this person trying to play this game with you? When it comes to them being clout hungry versus them crying over you. What is it that you can harvest from in that? Be able to sit with and actually see who you are. Because, yeah, their tongue is sharp, and that tells me they're not always truthful in whatever they're trying to blah, blah, blah about. I'm going to say it like that because that person doesn't matter. They really don't, because they're not on their game. This energy, this situation doesn't care to be on their game. So I always take it back to forget them. It's all about you. You have your back, and whoever's else in your kingdom that you have to take care of, you got to take care of that. And realizing that messing with this person, messing with this situation is keeping you from getting on that path to the higher up ways you need to go, those higher up alignments. This person could even be making you question your beliefs, making you feel like life is harder than what it is. This person could be the person who walks in, you're over here getting ready to come over here, but here comes this person kicking this ladder out from you. Misery loves company. Misery loves company. And I feel like this is what this one is doing right here. I'm hearing 2 more cards. 2 more cards. What else needs to come out? Oh, I haven't seen this card yet. I have not seen this. So this is on the power. This is on your Ace of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. I haven't seen this card yet. I'm so curious. You got to surrender. You got to surrender. Surrender it to the divine. Because what you're expecting this outcome to be is not it. You gotta give it to the divine. You gotta let it run its course. Once it gets given to the divine and you get back with your beliefs, you're doing that work. Something else unexpected may come about. And what I'm hearing is that will be the fruits of your labor. Whatever you really want, but it comes at the expense of getting into that peace with yourself, finding that personal power, and knowing that you can rely on the divine. You can. It doesn't have to be this way. The cycle doesn't have to repeat. But here, the divine is asking you to surrender it and watch what happens. Trust in the divine and watch what happens. Because right now, you're only seeing the work that you do. You're not seeing how this divine has your back, but you keep getting mixed up with this because you haven't given this situation to the divine. What it could be is you haven't forgiven whatever happened with this wounded child. You haven't issued that forgiveness and given that situation again to the divine. And when you give a situation to the divine, it gives you time to sit with it. Remember we talked about that void? Sitting with it and seeing what's coming. And we always look at the night as the scariest. It's very intimidating, but you think the aurora lights happen at night. You get the best fireworks shows at night. Sometimes the concerts hit better at night when it comes to visuals, whatever. There is a lot of fun things that can happen, but there's a lot that you can learn sitting off with yourself and exploring your own universe, seeing all the moments that you are this shooting star. Don't forget that. Don't be hard on yourself, and don't deem whatever the past was, however the past treated you, as this is the ideal way of going. You feel something different. You have this great amount that you want to give. You're such a good worker. All right. This is just confirmation for you, Capricorn. The universe sees you. Universe sees you. Give it to the universe. Give it to the universe. You got this. You can move past it. You are all that and a bag of chips. Sorry you got stuck with this chip bag that's full of air. They don't even got crumbs in there. I don't even... Because you know how sometimes at the end, when you got the bag, all the chips are gone, but you got the crumbs and the seasoning. And sometimes that's the best part. They ain't even that. It's like they use a faulty bag. The manufacturer forgot to put some stuff up in that bag. Or this motherfucker just chewed themselves up to the point where there's no seasoning. There's no originality. There's no authenticity. There's really nothing to them. Except for the games that they want to play and the directions that they want to go. What that tells me is this person's not giving. They don't want to make offers. They want you to do everything for them. And we see that there. But anywho's, I keep babbling on. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me. And I hope you enjoyed this story. I hope you enjoyed it a lot. So, don't forget to thank your guides, your ancestors, the divine, the universal, and especially them angels of protection, because they roll out for these stories every day. So do all these other energies. Don't think this is me. This isn't all me. This is your energies that surround you, that want you to know. They see what's going on. They have your back. Give thanks to them. Pray to them. Believe in them. And you'll get going in that direction. All right, I'm done. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye. Corn. I did it. I forgot. I was going to do a bonus oracle deck for you. And I was like, meh, at the end of the video, okay, it's fine. But no, your guides, they won't go until I add this bonus. The White Light Oracle. There's a message in here that the Capricorn in the story needs to receive. So thank you for the unexpected and unrequested encore. But I have to honor the energies around. I have to. Again, this isn't all me. I've been guided to do this through my own intuition. Half the time I'm going with the flow, trying to figure out where it is that they want me to go. So what is it, ancestors? What is it? What is the message for the Capricorn in this story? Telepathy of Terra Matter. There's some contact that the divine is wanting from you. Maybe contact within yourself, contact within the angels, contact with just getting down with your beliefs. What do you believe in? Here we go. 36, Telepathy of Terra Mater. The pathway for your spiritual fulfillment and the sacred manifestations of your purpose is not necessarily logical and will evolve organically. The skillful and unpredictable workings of the Earth Mother are supporting your soul's journey unconditionally. Following up on inspired ideas and allowing for unexpected shifts in direction are integral to the manifestations of your soul purpose. Commit to an idea that feels good to your heart, even if it seems improbable or unattainable. It will manifest successfully. This confirms the whole story there. And what I'm hearing to tell you is what you seek seeks you. Even if it's in the negativity, it's going to be in the positivity as well. But you have to go on that mission, seeking it. You got to put in that work. A lot of people think that they could just put everything into the divine and give it to the divine, and the divine's going to always give them that whole full fortune. you want the full fortune, then you need to walk hand in hand with the divine. You got to walk hand in hand with yourself. You got to walk hand in hand with your beliefs. Got a little bit of ink there from writing notes. And become basically like a power couple. A power couple within yourself, a power couple within your beliefs. That's how you start to unlock things, because then you're unattaching from specific outcomes. You're unattaching from specific attachments. And a lot of times that does get us. For us, ones who rest a lot in feminine energy, or not even masculine, or feminine versus masculine, it's both. We can fall in love with the potential of things, the potential of what this workplace can bring us, the potential of what this new partner could be, the potential of even getting to have a certain relationship with a certain family member. That love for potential is where we attach to certain outcomes. This is why you have to give it to the divine in a sense and let the divine work its timing while you're putting in your work on the other side. Because it's the unexpected that is the treasure a lot of times. All right. Thank you for the encore. Thank you for the patience, as I forgot about this white light originally, but I got it right here. So have a wonderful day.